Can they do it? Can they recover? Can they prolong their reputation of taking down royalty? Let's get into the Land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen, for the final game of this series.
Upper bracket slots is at stake, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, Geek Fam and Fnatic Onic for the last time today.
Seems like there's going to be a lot of action. As for now, it seems like Onic are the ones who have the lead when it comes to the speed in rotating towards these neutral objectives. The Litho is a small victory. Looking at the emblems right here by GamesMax, you can see that Luke going for a bit of tankiness from the firmness and of course the Festival of Blood. So he's trying to be sustainable and around in these fights. Poloisky with the Bargain Hunter. Whoa, hang on.
Early purifying, early aggressive rotation. Sans even committed the wings by wings. Not to a fruition though, still killless in game 5.
They're trying to put pressure onto Chidera. They're trying to put pressure onto the Natan. Noticing that the Natan is so weak, so vulnerable in this early game, but Sans is quick to rotate back down.
Ooh.
They wanted to go in for the pressure, forcing a Purify out there actually earlier on in the first 2 minutes of the game. That's no Purify for the next neutral objective.
It's a big trend we're seeing right now. The mid laner getting ganked from the roamer and the jungle. Never really a 1v1 Keyboy though.
Oh, Daytona's welcome, finds the mark, and damage will come through. Ray collects the first blood in the game. Geek Fam will push the pedal on the gas here towards that turtle. Bottom side, Luke actually here. Actually chunked as well. Now, Kyrie jumps in with the Buissons on towards the turtle. Feather airstrike and the retribution will find the turtle as well. First newt goes in hands of the Fnatic Onic.
They had one member down. Keyboy was not there to help with the setup, nor is he level 4 just yet. So that was the perfect setup for Geek, honestly, but they lost control of the retribution battle.
Just again, great performance from Kyrie right there, showing that his retribution has been solid and it will be solid still for this game. Now with Chidera, with the entropy, just trying to play a dangerous, just tempting Onic in a very dangerous way. Look at Ray, spending a lot of time just sitting around right here. Usually you see junglers power farm, constantly being active, but now they're both waiting around for that Litho, it seems. Showing again how intense and how one single jungle camp can make a big difference in this matchup.
A boy here is receiving a lot of damage. Bloom was pushed as well. So that's info. No ult for the Florin.
Not just Florin, but also for a boy there. He was forced to utilize the Netherrealm earlier on, and Keyboy already very annoying. Giving information, giving scouting for his team, for the farming rotation coming in from Ray, and that's information as well for Onic to try and look for more pressure in the top side of the map.
Yeah, the player head-to-head here by our application GoPay. Aboy and Sans actually quite similar when it comes to their stats, and that's what people have been talking about. Aboy is one of the contenders for that best mid lane spot that usually is just dominated by Sans. So you're seeing that there's a lot of new names in the mix, and even if you are quote-unquote the best, you have to be aware, man. People are trying their best and they have been catching up.
Catching up with a target on your back, it's a harder time to try and stay consistent as being #1, and Geek are proving exactly that. A lot more play on towards this neutral objective.
Oh, Feather airstrike to deal on towards Ray. Now Kyrie receives a lot of damage as well here. Stunned up. Luke, though, will be the target. Netherrealm popped from side of Geek Fam. Keyboy, oh, the damage will pop the rival rather finds the kill. Keyboy, very low. Kyrie secures it. 2 members down and out from side of Geek Fam, which allows the Fnatic Onic to grab that turtle.
Keyboy already on the way to try and disrupt Ray, but they don't go for it. That's a free neutral objective, a perfect neutral objective, taken in for once again the defending champions, Fnatic Onic.
Without their gold in the picture, they can't really match up to the DPS output. CW though!
Oh, placing the wets, Feather airstrike as well, and good night, Chidera. Poloisky able to escape, but the first turret here top lane is almost down, but Fnatic Onic now with the economy lead.
1,200 right now. I wonder what the items are looking like. That was nearly a takeaway, but still unable to get it.
The big point here is I think that Ray has the Radiant Armor already completed, so he's going to be a bit tankier, walking in, especially against the magic damage. But Luke, against Ludpi, just feeling the pressure of that X-Borg. Already with the War Axe completed, more penetration, more movement speed technically for the chase, for the maneuverability. And you're seeing that being so useful in the middle of the back and forth. And you see this as a trend, but Kyrie going with the Brute Force Breastplate, no Molten Essence either.
Will it finds its mark? 3v4, it seems like Onic will not commit on towards that, and Geek Fam smells the threat top lane.
Did you see Ray's items earlier on?
Steel leg plates as well as the Radiant Armor for Ray. So he's actually worried a lot more about the magical damage coming in, especially from Keyboy, I believe, because for now, the gold leaders won't really be in the picture just yet. That Primal Wrath is what's really shredding them down, so the Radiant Armor will help with that, but he's getting picked off a bit too early.
Oh, isolated. Last Insanity and Flicker will save his life, though. But Geek Fam, they will not be able to find another kill here just yet.
They're trying to find a way to funnel more gold into Jadera to get him to that power spike as fast as possible, but with that burnt out Purify coming in from Ludpi, that actually gets denied away from them. A 2k gold lead still for Onic, and you can see Kyrie is already onto the neutral objective. I don't think this can be contested. They're late to the party, they're late to the dance, they're late to the tango, and they're late to pick up that snowball that perhaps they were looking for that mid-game power spike.
It's the speed, man. Onic is just outspeeding the members of Geek, always faster to every single objective. Baloyski now picking up the Flesto Oasis first item though will mean that there's more sustainability in a fight, but when it comes to damage output, it's still gonna be quite lacking unless Chidera joins in. Even if they want to use Luke as a damage dealer on that Ruby, it's gonna be so difficult to match up to the X-Borg. Although Luke already has the War Axe, so he still does a decent amount of damage for now.
Okay, Jadera picks up the Starlium Scythe, so that's 2 on the way, but Kyrie says, no, you're not gonna get your third.
Somehow has the entropy to get out. Seems like Geek Fam, they will again take their time. They understand that they are in a disadvantage. But oh my goodness, boy! Pops in the realm. The Fnatic Onic, they move onwards. Dayton is welcome, committed on towards Keyboy. The damage will not take him down just yet, but it will be enough to clear the wave mid lane.
And right now, both turrets in the bottom and top side for Geek has been taken out. So if this mid one falls as well, there's going to be more avenues for Fnatic Onic to just run around and flank. And now look at this. Geek Fam engaging.
Yep. Oh my goodness, damage will be enough to take Luke down. Now Ray will be the juicy target. The Dino will not survive, surely. Sad secures it. Keyboy low, Kyrie with the Voissance trying to get away. A boy smell blood, but does not connect just yet. 2 kills already again for FNOC.
That was so unfortunate. A boy would have been able to get that trade over onto Kyrie, but he went for Purify in this game and not the Flicker. And he couldn't catch up to the rate that Kyrie was fleeing. A 2-0 trade in that exchange. And with that being said, oh, another airstrike already used up as the Lord spawns. That's a resource already burnt out before they go for the tango.
You're gonna need that, man, at this kind of game. Every single bit will count. And Ludpi, this damage coming from the X-Borg is one other thing that they have to keep in mind. Even though Ray is trying to itemize against Keyboy, against Sans as well, that X-Borg damage really adds up a lot, and Ludpi is very willing to stay there and trade damage for damage as they're walking around. The sustain from Baloyski will make it more beneficial for Geek Fam to trade without a conclusive decision for the big fights. But right now, look at Onic. They're the ones controlling the pace. They have the mid turret taken as well, so they can go for weird flanks right here. But CW is the one that's isolated.
There's a lot of pressure onto Geek right now. Ray is a level below of Kyrie, 2 levels below of Kyrie at this point. So they need to figure out how to make this battlefield even, because even when they were at the same level, it seemed like Kyrie was still able to get these retributions down. But the clock is ticking. Chidera.
CW purifying, but the damage will come through. Chidera finds his solo. Now it's a 5v4 without the marksman Onic. They will back off, but they will try to buy time perhaps for this Lord take. Mind you, this is the first Lord. Fnatic Onic still hovering around T-Boy. I'm offended towards this guy, but he survives. Fnatic Onic again just trying to buy a lot of time here with Luffy in the vicinity as well. Trying to perhaps pop that last inside. He sounds a good position with the wings by wings. Feather airstrike onto the boy. Force the purify. Ray finds the Lord. And that will be another dub for Fnatic Onic.
They were doing everything that they could, ladies and gentlemen. They were even able to take down CW. And even with those odds, Kyrie is still able to get that retribution down and to get that Lord for themselves. So unfortunate for Geek.
Geek fam is not happy about that whatsoever, man. 40 crystal for Chidera, but in the whoa, hang on a minute.
Damage will come through towards Chidera. That will be all. No casualties yet. Lord marching top lane.
As I was saying, man, it's just such a clean take because they send the Ludpi to zone everyone away and they use the primal rat from Keyboy to just burst the Lord down. And I think Geek weren't expecting that extra bit of damage that allowed Kyrie to immediately take it away. And now with the Starlium for Keyboy as well, he's a damage dealer.
He's going aggressive. Extremely aggressive. But remember,
I'm offended whips. Fnatic Onic taking their time. They know that's just the first Lord. They don't need to force anything just yet. Let's take all the inners. If they don't have, there's no window, let's just back away.
back to that point, right? Aggression. Chidera has now secured this third item. I think that was the Holy Crystal for him.
It's a massive power spike for sure. So he'll be doing a lot of damage, but the question is, will he be allowed to do so? With the Feather Airstrike, with earlier, we just saw it earlier, the last Insanity. Everyone just barreled away, not willing to take the damage coming in from that X-Borg. That is the value that you can get, especially against Barats. It's a well-known counter we've talked about so often, but now we're seeing it really big for the good use. Whenever Lupi walks forward, Ray immediately just backs away.
Still has a Graga armor. Now we'll lose it though. Oh my goodness. Take a look at the Chidera now. Right deal damage. CW will find the Blazing Duet, but Keyboy will fall first. Now Fnatic Onic running for the hill. That's Geek fam. They want business. Lupi low. CW able to find space to get out. But Geek fam, they still want blood. But they will take the mid lane turret first.
Did Keyboy get a Earth Shatter on more than one member earlier on? Was that the knockup? Was that where it came from?
It has to be. I don't see any other knockups available for Fnatic Onic. But look at Geek fam, immediately barreling through just with the roamer advantage.
Yeah, the timing couldn't be more perfect as well. 20 seconds towards the Lord. Last Insanity will try and deal hefty damage. But with the Bloom, Geek fam, they are now back at full HP. Fnatic Onic slowly but surely getting out of their own jungles. But the Lord now is up. Still 4,000 gold. Benefiting Onic.
Oh, Divine Glaive for Chidera. But he has to be careful, right? He's going full damage, full glass cannon, and the problem is Sans just picked up the Holy Crystal as well. So they're banking on utilizing the range and the burst potential from Sans to get Chidera in the back line.
Purify, caught by a boy. Fnatic Onic looking to reposition, especially CW Lupi though, on another angle. Recipient of that Daytona's welcome. Loses some more Firaga armor, but take a look at Keyboy in the backside, other round committed, but Chidera is just feeding alongside CW. Now, CW blazing duets on towards a boy's face, but Ray will fall. No retribution for Geek fam. That's a green light for Fnatic Onic to take on the Lord.
Let's see, 4v4 situation right now. Lutfi caught very low. The Viraga armor does come back up, and Luca does get this, but there's no follow-up. Chidera was still 2 behind, and it looks like CW now going to be focusing on trying to get that slow push in the top side towards their benefit. But neither teams want to go for this. They're going for another reset in this 15th minute of the game.
It's a bold play by Keyboy though. flickering with the Earth Shatter, hitting the whole backline of Geek fam. Unfortunately, he had to be taken out. He's just not tanky enough with that Starlium build, but he definitely was a big problem in the backline. If that kind of fight happens again, Geek fam have to respond by taking him out. They cannot let him free hit like that. Now it's back to the waiting game. Luke tries to make the play happen, but it did not land.
I know I'm offended here for the next 10-15 seconds. Fnatic Onic now. They are together. And the Geek fam, they right response, right? They just back away. And with this, just bought a lot of time. Now, boy, though, this time will pop and force the bloom early. Whew. Perhaps that's a green light for Fnatic Onic to really commit on towards his Lord.
But remember, the Netherrealm is still available if they want to utilize that extra layer of sustainability in these team fights. But look at Claude, look at CW, keep an eye out for him.
Oh, Ludpi, oh, immortality is still there, but now, with the help of the Feather Edge Strike, will it be enough? Ludpi trying to survive, trying to sustain last Insanity. Will it be enough? Geek fam running for the hills as Geekboy finds an angle, CW! In the bottom side of the map, with the split push, finds the base! And this time, Fnatic Onic, with their new armor, they have defended their throne.
The defending champions, the Sky Kings, the kings of the galaxy, remain untouched. Their throne remains unchallenged as they move forward in their playoff run, as they move forward in the upper brackets. And the King Slayers, the Geeks, they are forced to continue their journey from down below.